and Michel Cormier have the lines. Frank with an early bid. He snapped it wide on the short side, and the ricochet is out of play.
And that's all about speed coming up the wing, TJ. And what a shot by Frank, trying to go top shelf.
John Carlson figures to get an awful lot of ice time today as Ovechkin hits a little bump set for a Dylan Strome dump in. Handled by Anderson, he'll squeeze.
Yeah, I don't think there's a team in the league that forechecks as well as Carolina right now.
Aho fires, Stevenson makes the stop. Clay Stevenson's first ever NHL appearance in this building, as he is on for the two netminders ailing, both Charlie Lindgren and Logan Thompson unavailable today. Chatfield walks right on in. Jarvis between the skates there. Stankoven chips this one ahead, and Blake will rock it back 3-on-2 if they step on it. Walker joining, Stankoven follows. Good blocker stop there by Clay Stevenson. Power play performance of the season.
Yeah, 8 power play goals the last 10 games, operating at just over 22%.
Ovechkin's drive. Anderson stepping out on the angle.
And then that creates the seam across to go high seam to Ovi for the one-timer there. Good speed by the Caps on the entry. Obanger doesn't miss too many of those.
Kicked it on for Alexei Protas, drawing a double team. At the line, Van Riemsdyk, a former Hurricane, able to keep it in. Long slapper gloved, and Stankoven tied very late in regulation, and ultimately Carolina won via the shootout. Anderson makes the stick save there on Chychrun, the rebound. Loose biscuit there in the high slot, punched ahead. Ehlers with that great speed working down the flank. Hits the trailer, gets it back. Pad save Stevenson, and another on the follow-up rebound. With McElrath. Chisholm didn't get it out first try. Down low, score! On the quick rotation play, it's Jankowski front door.
Yeah, their fourth line went to work. You mentioned it in your coverage there that they didn't get it out, and
Carolina's had a couple shifts here in their O zone, which is okay if you're going to keep them to the outside, but at some point you have to advance the puck down the ice. Carolina is just flipping the puck just flipping it deep here, and they make a little good play in front of the net. Tough spot there for Stevie.
Yeah, real tough.
They throw it right over the glove.
Carrier made a great play down low to make that pass. They created the 2-on-1.
Following, Leonard walks in, snapped it high. Big rebound down there. Didn't get a lot of wood on that. Nick Dowd on the job defensively with Ethan Frank, who golfed it to center. Taken on the run, closing in. Stick save by Anderson. On the go, Aho. His pass too slow there. Sandin was able to intercept.
That was pretty good holding the line, though. I like the fact that they didn't sag. Even with the speed of Aho coming down at you, they had numbers back.
Whoa, turnover, snapped home. It's a gift for Sebastian Aho.
You can't gift them goals, and a little turnover there by John Carlson. Mishandle of the puck. Aho jolly on the spot there. And you don't make a clear exit.
Yeah, we've seen it bouncing out here a couple times tonight. The Caps had it bouncing at the other end on the power play on a simple play off the boards, bounced over, and Carolina sent it down the net. The same thing happened there. John's pulling it. He's going to make a pass. Bounces over his stick, but there's no one you want to give that opportunity to on the Carolina Hurricanes than Sebastian Aho.
Final 80 seconds of this opening period. Snapshot pad save Anderson. Unofficially, we have him for 19 stops. He was really solid. Milano bumped off there by Jordan Stahl. Stahl, who had the game winner for the Canes a couple nights back. That late rally. Gostisbehere fires, and he rips the top corner.
Looked like Clay Stevenson didn't see this one until it was in the back of the net by his reaction. Tonight, here it comes on the entry. He's going to kick out wide and go side to side. And you can see Clay Stevenson's looking for the puck, thinking that it's going to come back around the other side of the body. And just gets up in the top of the net. Nice shot by the Ghost there.
Yeah, he got past two guys, and I think it's the two guys in cross traffic to Heyman.
Rice. Washington trailing by 3. 3 different goal scorers for the Canes. Kotkaniemi One more pass there. Sprawling across Stevenson. That looked like another
bang play. Here's that little sauce pass, and watch the quick transition right across the paint there. And there it is. A little bit of back check by Beauvillier. Might have thrown that play off just a tad.
Yeah, sometimes even just a little touch when you're trying to make a little one-time shot like that. See this little touch he makes on the stick there? It gets you out of rhythm just enough. I know on TV it's in slow motion right now, but out there, yeah, and they're not going to get all 3 goals back in one shift. So what you want to do right now is just build momentum. Build momentum, play in Carolina's end, and then grind them down and try to get that first one, and then you go from there.
deflection, try loose, rebound there. Score!
Anderson made 2 fantastic saves before it was put in. That on the deflection, that on that shot. He had to wait for his 3rd chance as it squirted through the pads, and he's able to put the 3rd one home. The fans are brought to life. The team's brought to life. A huge goal for the Caps by Lapierre. He gets his 2nd of the season.
Hendrick.
Take it right at the shin pads, which is probably the best place to get it.
I always used to lift my leg.
Another guy in this booth with Flamingo. Deflection, score! It's Dylan Strome.
And Locker, you asked me what's better, power play goal or killing off a 3-on-5. We'll take a look. The puck gets held in at the blue line, and as it comes down, it's going to be a redirect by Strome right here, 5-hole. Honestly, a pretty tough thing to do where he's at, to get this with his forehand and just chips it up in the net. Caps are right back in this thing, Locker.
Yeah, great play by Pro, getting that puck across there. He beat Ehlers to the net. Stromer's running hot now, 5 goals his last 6 games. Great.
First and foremost, all the time. And so that means doing the right things all the time.
Milano closing at the doorstep, Anderson.
The referee had his arm up. I'm not sure if he's making the call or not. I thought he was signaling hooking, but they're talking about it right at the blue line here.
Anytime you see a goaltender slide their legs to the side like this, it means they feel the puck sliding through their legs and they're trying to save it from going across the goal line. So as you watch, as he gets in here, he feels it between his legs and then he twists to the side to try to stop his momentum from sliding back.
Started on the road in Pittsburgh tail end of last season.
And he was, as Carberry described, fantastic.
Chisholm lets it rip right to the midsection of Anderson.
Another one.
Look at this breakout by the Caps here. It starts behind the net. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then a 5th pass gets a grade A scoring chance.
Washington has 2/3 of that comeback complete. Nobody's on the board yet in period 3. Jarvis fires. Stevenson makes a stick save. Rebounds off the post from Svechnikov. Stevenson makes another pad stop.
Over there, the best at puck recoveries in the NHL. Off an initial shot, and there you see why. Right on the spot there is Svechnikov, off the far post. The follow-up there just ricochets off the outside of the pipe. Stevenson looks very... by Big Tom.
Protas angles in. Stankoven was looking for a pound of flesh. Chikrin fires and scores! This game is tied up at 3.
I'm going to talk to the ref, and it ends up because of this, because of their chaos they determined in their own zone. They had no good defensive posture, and Chikrin's wide open, walking up the gut, and we've seen that shot time and time again. The Caps have tied it, and Carolina's really, really on the edge now, TJ. I think they're on their heels because of the hit, because of the goal to tie it up.
Yeah, they're very upset about the hit.
To get some fresh folks on.
The puck is bouncing like a rubber ball. Very hard to control here in overtime.
Ethan Frank getting some time 3-on-3. Sordiff speeds in. Sordiff not able to get through the defense. Carlson will. Sordiff's next. Fires. Rebound on the doorstep. Score! Justin Sordiff! This is not a Rod Brindamore initiated challenge.
And there, could it be John Carlson, but he was knocked over by Taylor Hall.
On the ice stands, we have a goal.